How many of you have heard of velera? It's an ancient healing ritual used by the Mayans and Aztecs involving magic mushrooms. They believed that it allowed them to commune with their gods, but recent scientifically backed studies show that psilocybin, the active ingredient in these mushrooms, can aid in the treatment of mental illnesses such as depression, PTSD, and anxiety. Psychedelics are being explored as options to treat mental illness more and more every day in place of traditional pharmaceutical drugs. It can be very difficult to find treatment that elicits real results in a person's journey towards healing, but with the advent of new technologies and research, less traditional and more effective avenues towards healing are being explored. Today I want to discuss the treatment of PTSD with the use of psilocybin mushrooms. I'll start by talking about what psilocybin is. Psilocybin is a naturally occurring psychoactive compound that makes magic mushrooms magic. How this hallucinogen affects you depends on various factors such as the dosage, the type of mushroom, and the environment. Now let's talk about what PTSD is. PTSD is a psychiatric disorder that can be the effect of any traumatic event one witnesses or experiences. It's accompanied by overwhelming and panic-inducing thoughts of the traumatic event they were a part of, even years after it occurred. It is a constant battle for a person with PTSD to face the possibility of being triggered on a daily basis and risk the possibility of being sent down a spiral of intense and overpowering thoughts of a dark time. Amongst those affected by PTSD are those who fought in war, sexual abuse victims, survivors of a serious accident, or even those who witness traumatic events on a daily basis as part of their job. The way a person's PTSD expresses itself can vary. Some people act out in aggression, others in deep sadness and seemingly unending feelings of despair that can impair their ability to carry on in the world as a functioning human when faced with a trigger. Now let's talk about how mushrooms can treat PTSD. The way psilocybin is thought to help heal PTSD symptoms is through stimulating the receptors in your brain and potentially rewiring it to increase neuroconnectivity, which in turn can heal the trauma from physical or psychological events. Overall, there is still a vast amount of knowledge and understanding we have yet to obtain regarding mental illness, let alone how to properly treat it. But it's worth looking further into non-traditional medicines such as psilocybin mushrooms, as there has been a great and continuously growing amount of cases involving people with PTSD and other mental illnesses such as depression or anxiety, who have seen drastic results in their healing journey by incorporating this natural medicine in a controlled environment. This is by no means the end-all be-all to mental illness treatment, but rather a tool that can be used to soothe and possibly even heal past traumas that make it difficult to live a present and peaceful life.